Welcome to Tanzania, a beautiful and promising country in East Africa. Located on the coast of the Indian Ocean, Tanzania is not only famous for its natural wonders such as Mount Kilimanjaro and the Serengeti, but also one of the countries with admirable political stability in the region. Today, we will explore this country through its outstanding features of history, culture, economy, and wildlife. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment to share your thoughts. Tanzania, a country located in East Africa and bordering the Indian Ocean, has an area of approximately 945,087 square kilometers, making it one of the largest countries in the region. The country was formed from the historic union of Tanganyika, a large landmass located within the African continent, and Zanzibar, a beautiful offshore archipelago with white sand beaches, clear blue waters, and a unique maritime culture. Before the union, Tanganyika served as a political and geographical center, while Zanzibar was famous as an important international trading post, with strong influences from Arabic, Persian, and Asian cultures. In 1964, the union of the two lands created the United Republic of Tanzania, bringing about a rich and diverse culture, with more than 120 ethnic groups living together peacefully. This diversity is evident in its languages, beliefs, arts, architecture, and traditions, particularly in Zanzibar, where music festivals, cuisine, and ancient architectural heritage are celebrated. In addition to being a cultural hub, Tanzania is also famous for its magnificent natural wonders such as Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, and the Serengeti National Park, where millions of wild animals experience the Great Migration. In addition to its pristine natural beauty and diverse ecosystem, Tanzania also leaves a deep impression through the image of dynamic cities, where modern life blends delicately with unique traditional cultural values. Among them, two cities that represent the urban development of this country are prominent: Dodoma and Dar es Salaam. Dodoma was chosen as the administrative capital in 1973, with the goal of reasonably redistributing the population, reducing the burden on coastal urban areas, and creating conditions for even development among regions in the country. In recent years, this city has been focusing on strong investment in technical infrastructure, transportation, urban planning, as well as public works to meet the role of the country's political, administrative center. In contrast, Dar es Salaam, the largest and most developed coastal port city of Tanzania, still maintains its leading role as an economic, commercial, and financial center. It is home to many banks, large corporations, industrial parks, and an important gateway to the Indian Ocean. In addition, Dar es Salaam is also a prominent cultural and educational center with prestigious universities, art events, traditional markets, and a rich culinary scene. Although Dodoma is the official capital, Dar es Salaam still plays a key role in shaping Tanzania's modern, dynamic, and integrated appearance on the world map. However, to fully understand the true identity of Tanzania, it is impossible to stop at the natural landscape or economic development, but it is necessary to deeply explore the spiritual and cultural life of indigenous communities, where precious traditional values have been preserved for many generations. Tanzania is an ethnically and culturally diverse country, with more than 120 tribes living throughout the territory. Each tribe has its own distinct identity expressed through language, customs, costumes, music, and traditional ceremonies. The Maasai tribe is one of the most famous ethnic groups, not only for its colorful costumes and warrior customs, but also for its coming-of-age ceremonies, rhythmic dances, and respect for nature as a sacred part of life. In contrast, the Hadzabe tribe, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer communities in the world, still maintains its primitive lifestyle, with skillful hunting skills using bows and arrows and a unique language system with a distinctive click sound. In addition, many other tribes such as the Chaga, Sukuma, or Makonde also contribute to the cultural richness with traditional arts such as woodcarving, weaving, knitting, and ancestor worship rituals. It is this incredible diversity that creates a rich Tanzanian identity, contributing to the unique and unforgettable appeal of this beautiful East African country. In addition to the cultural diversity and unique tribal communities, an indispensable aspect of Tanzania's social landscape is the role of women, who quietly but powerfully contribute to the shaping and development of the country. Tanzanian women play an important role in society and the family, although they still face many challenges in gender equality. They often take on housework, care for children, and participate in economic activities such as agriculture, small-scale trading, and handicrafts. In many rural communities, women are the main labor force in the fields, contributing significantly to the family economy. However, they still face difficulties in accessing education, health care, and career opportunities. Many organizations and the Tanzanian government have made efforts to promote women's rights through programs to support education, vocational training, and raise awareness of their rights. Despite many barriers, Tanzanian women are increasingly demonstrating their positive role in the country's socio-economic development. Resilience, hard work, and a spirit of overcoming difficulties are their outstanding qualities. Along with the great contributions of women in social life, Tanzanian identity is also clearly expressed through linguistic and religious diversity factors that play a key role in uniting the community and preserving national identity. As a multilingual and multireligious country, with Swahili being the main language widely used in daily communication, along with English, especially in the fields of politics, education, and business. Swahili is not only an important communication tool, but also a symbol of unity in a country with ethnic and cultural diversity like Tanzania. In terms of religion, Tanzania is mainly Muslim and Christian, with Christianity being the majority in the southern region and Islam being popular in the coastal areas and Zanzibar. However, in addition to the main religions, the country also preserves indigenous beliefs, in which traditional rituals and festivals are still maintained in many communities. Religious harmony and mutual respect between different faiths are an important part of Tanzania's social and cultural life, contributing to a stable and diverse environment. If you have read this far, you are a true explorer. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on interesting things from all over the world. Comment key 1 to let us know you are vibing together. Not only famous for its majestic natural landscape and rich ecosystem, Tanzania is also increasingly asserting its position as a leading center for ecotourism and sustainable development in Africa. This country owns many world-class natural wonders such as Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, covered with snow all year round, is an ideal destination for those who love to conquer challenges and explore wild nature. At the same time, Serengeti National Park with its vast savanna and the majestic migration of millions of antelopes, zebras, and predators creates one of the most spectacular natural phenomena on the planet, attracting thousands of tourists and biologists every year. However, Tanzania does not stop at ecotourism potential. Recognizing the importance of sustainable development, the government has actively implemented investment expansion programs in areas such as renewable energy, especially solar and wind power, to reduce dependence on fossil fuels and protect the living environment. At the same time, sustainable agricultural development policies are also focused on, with the goal of improving productivity, quality of agricultural products, and creating stable jobs for rural people. Together with improving infrastructure and expanding international cooperation, these efforts are creating a solid foundation for a comprehensive, environmentally friendly, and potential Tanzania in the future. In addition to its continuous efforts to promote sustainable economic development, Tanzania has also made the world admire its majestic natural beauty and almost intact wild ecosystem. This country is one of the top destinations in Africa for those who are passionate about exploring nature and experiencing unique biodiversity. With the perfect combination of temperate tropical climate, rich landscapes, and unique ecosystems, Tanzania possesses many ideal habitats for thousands of species of wild animals and plants. From dense forests to vast savannas, each area has its own unique biological characteristics. Famous national parks such as Serengeti, Ngorongoro, and Tarangire are living proof of biological richness, home to many rare animals such as African elephants, lions, antelopes, zebras, giraffes, leopards, and hundreds of diverse bird species. In particular, the Serengeti is home to the great migration of millions of antelope and zebra, one of the most spectacular natural phenomena in the world. Not only do these reserves have great ecological value, they are also centers for environmental education, scientific research, and ecotourism development. Thanks to strict conservation policies and community cooperation, Tanzania is firmly on the path to becoming a symbol of harmonious connection between people and nature. Not only famous for its majestic nature and diverse culture, Tanzania is also known for its stable politics and harmonious social life, important factors in the national development process. Since gaining independence in 1961, Tanzania has built a multi-party democratic political system, allowing people to participate in major decisions of the country. A notable point is the policy of strengthening national unity, encouraging cohesion between communities, and respecting cultural, ethnic, and religious diversity. Thanks to that, Tanzania has avoided serious civil wars or ethnic conflicts, which have occurred in many countries in the region. Stable politics has created a favorable foundation to attract investment, promote economic growth, and develop tourism. With a peaceful environment, open-door policy, and great potential, Tanzania has gradually become an attractive destination for international investors and tourists, affirming its increasingly prominent role in the East African region. In addition to political stability and remarkable economic achievements, one of Tanzania's top priorities today is to improve the quality of education and health care, two important pillars that contribute to the foundation for sustainable and comprehensive development of the country. In recent years, the Tanzanian government has made efforts to improve the education and healthcare system by expanding the network of schools, hospitals, and health stations in both urban and rural areas. However, many challenges still exist, especially in remote areas where there is a lack of facilities, a limited number of qualified teachers and doctors, significantly affecting people's access to basic services. To address this situation, the government has implemented many programs to build schools, invest in modern medical equipment, and expand professional training courses. At the same time, Tanzania actively cooperates with international organizations to mobilize resources and learn from the experiences of countries with developed education and health care. These efforts are gradually bringing positive results, contributing to improving the quality of life and creating a premise for the country's long-term development. Despite significant achievements in development, Tanzania still faces many social and environmental problems that require comprehensive solutions to ensure long-term sustainable development. Among the most prominent challenges, poverty, climate change, and child marriage are the three most worrying issues, especially in rural and remote areas. Prolonged poverty seriously affects the quality of life, leaving many families unable to fully access basic services such as education, health, and clean water. Climate change also negatively impacts agricultural production, causing frequent food shortages and crop failures. Meanwhile, child marriage is still common in some communities, limiting girls' opportunities for education and development. To address these issues, the Tanzanian government is implementing sustainable development policies, combined with education reforms, public awareness raising, and investment in basic infrastructure to move towards a more equitable, safe, and inclusive society. Despite still facing many challenges, Tanzania is gradually seizing opportunities to rise strongly and attract development resources in many key areas. This country is considered a potential investment destination, especially in sectors such as agriculture, tourism, and renewable energy. With abundant natural resources, fertile land and favorable climate, agriculture plays an important role in the sustainable development strategy, bringing great opportunities for both domestic and foreign enterprises. At the same time, Tanzania owns many famous landscapes such as Serengeti National Park, Mount Kilimanjaro, or Zanzibar Islands, destinations that attract millions of tourists each year, contributing significantly to tourism growth. In addition, in the global green development trend, the Tanzanian government also focuses on investing in renewable energy, especially solar and wind power. Thanks to its open-door policy, political stability, and sustainable development orientation, Tanzania is increasingly asserting its role as an attractive destination, not only for tourists but also for international investors. Before we wrap up, let's take a look at why Tanzania is a must-see destination on the world map. With its diverse culture, stunning natural beauty, and sustainable development orientation, Tanzania offers great potential in many fields. Political stability and a growing economy have created favorable conditions for tourism, investment, and renewable energy to develop strongly. This is an ideal place for those who love to explore and seek new opportunities. Thank you for joining us on our journey to discover this wonderful country. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about Tanzania. See you in the next videos.